Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Day in the Life of Vintage Classic Specialist. It's a Friday and I had a pretty productive day in the shop, all things considered. Pretty much today I worked on the 64 Turquoise bus all day. I did not get around to starting the 64 Beetle. See, I did buy gas for it, so it's that much closer. I don't normally work on the weekends, but I'm going to work probably half a day tomorrow. And I'll probably go ahead and fire this thing up then and try and get a few other things done. So yeah, today I pretty much put the gas tank in this bus, which anyone who's done one before, it's kind of a pain. You gotta twist the gas tank into a pretty awkward position to get it in. The filler neck on these is one piece with the tank, or it's at least it's welded on there, and it goes up underneath all this like lip and sheet metal, and then there's this tube here that's in the way. So you got to kind of get the thing twisted at this very particular angle and get the neck up in there, and then you can kind of rotate the rest of it around into the little shelf that it sits on here. But yeah, so kind of wrestled that in, got it in. These straps here are kind of a pain. Also, they go in on the front side of the tank, and you have to bend them. They go underneath like a little piece of sheet metal, and then you bend the ends up, and that's what retains them on the other side. But Wolfsburg West sells these straps, but they sell them as sort of generic ones, and they're made so that they would fit either a bay window or an early bus like this. And the problem is the bay window gas tank is bigger, and so those straps end up being like 4 inches or so too long for a split window bus. And so it kind of took me a little playing around to get them the right length, and so finally got those in there. And unfortunately, you got to pretty much put the gas tank in, check those straps, and then take them out and unbend them, take them out, cut them, put them in, rebend the ends, and then put the tank in. It's kind of an ordeal if you don't have an example strap handy where the length is correct, and it's some kind of trial and error. Anyway, long story short, got that in, got the straps in, got the sender in, and a ground wire hanging off it there. And so yeah, it's kind of a pain, but it's in. And then the other thing I did on this bus today was I put on the rear disc brakes. You can see the axle nuts aren't on there yet, but the actual rotors and calipers are on. They're not plumbed in yet. I'm gonna have to get some different brake lines, and then the emergency brake lines, cables rather, are right there. This kit is actually made for a Beetle, and so these cables are not going to be correct. I'm going to have to make some custom cables, but probably use parts from these, parts from some stock bus cables, and then use a place that makes custom cables here locally to make me up a set that'll work for this, so this thing will have proper e-brakes. But yeah, anyway, kind of a pain, but got it on. Or got them on rather. And so yeah, some pretty good progress on this bus today. I did not manage to work on any of the other cars today because I was focused on this one, and I kept finding out that there were parts that I needed that I didn't have for it. So I had to make some quick trips to get some parts, some spacers for the rear axles, some hardware, just different things that I didn't have for one reason or another. So the other thing that I did today, I don't usually show my outside area, but so these are my parking spaces here from the FJ to the end of this fence here. This is kind of the main parking lot. So you can see our neighbor Tony's got a few buses over here, and then Octavio's is the next set of spaces there, and then at the end is the roofing guys who are at the very end of the building here. And so then I also lease this fenced-in secure lot back here, at least part of it. And so this is my shipping container here, and this is what me and Leo, who has a shop back here, help me out with today, is I'm putting in a enclosed carport here. It's going to be enclosed on 3 sides, and then I think we're actually going to put like a big curtain or something across the front. So this will give us some extra workspace here. This is 14 feet wide by 20 feet deep. Really nice structure made by Versatube. It was not cheap, but this thing, I think you could probably land a helicopter on its roof. At least if it was flat, you could, and it would support it. Super thick, heavy duty steel structure. So still waiting on the sheet metal to come for the roof, the 2 sides, and the back wall. And then again, the front, I think we're going to put like a heavy canvas curtain or something across there so we can easily open that up, kind of like a shower curtain, and move cars in and out. But yeah, we spent some time this afternoon building this thing, Leo and I. Pretty much got it to where it's almost ready for the sheet metal. So whenever the sheet metal comes, that'll go together. So yeah, just kind of looking for ways to give us more space here in the shop. So that'll actually end up being a really good workspace over there that we'll probably pretty much primarily use for like paint work, body work, maybe like disassembly. If we're taking a car apart, we can park it in there, and so on. The other thing is I'm going to get another 20-foot container and put it on top of this one, and then I'm hoping to get one of those ladders like they have at, or staircases that they have like at Home Depot that is on wheels that you can roll around, so I can easily access the top one. And then I might put a 10-foot container back there. So we'll see. You know, you can never have too much space. And the shop, as you guys know, stays pretty full. I'd like to be able to get more customer cars in here. So yeah, trying to think of different ways to kind of create more space or better use the space that we have here. So anyway, that is it for today, guys. I will probably do another short day in the life Saturday, which doesn't happen very often. May have, in fact, never happened. Again, I'm probably going to try and fire this thing off tomorrow. So hopefully I will see you guys again tomorrow, despite today being Friday. So that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.